The evening rain tapped softly against the fogged-up windows of the daily grind, a small cafe tucked in a quiet corner of the city, where the aroma of fresh coffee mingled with the warm glow of Edison bulbs. The wooden counter was scarred from years of use, and the chalkboard menu listed specials in looping handwriting. Behind the register, Mia Larson, 30, counted out change for a customer, her worn apron tied loosely over a faded sweater. Her dark blonde hair was pulled into a messy bun, and her hazel eyes carried a quiet resilience, masking the weight of a past she rarely spoke of. Mia was raising her younger brother, Jack, alone, juggling her cashier job and night classes to make a better life for them both. Rent was always a struggle, and this month's bill loomed like a storm cloud. The cafe door jingled, letting in a gust of damp air and a man in a sleek black overcoat. Daniel Pierce, 39, was the CEO of Pierce Dynamics, a renewable energy firm that had made him a multimillionaire. His sharp features and tailored suit screamed success, but his tense jaw and shadowed eyes hinted at a deeper loneliness. Tonight, he faced a family dinner where his overbearing parents expected him to prove he was settled. His recent breakup had left him without a partner, and the pressure to appear stable was suffocating. He needed a fiancée, just for one night. Daniel approached the counter, his polished demeanor at odds with the cozy chaos of the cafe. Mia glanced up, offering her usual warm smile. "What can I get you?" she asked, wiping her hands on her apron. Daniel hesitated, his voice low. "This is going to sound insane, but I need a favor. I'm Daniel Pierce, and I'm in a bind. I have a family dinner tonight, and I need someone to pretend to be my fiancé. Just for a few hours. I'll pay you $500. He pulled out a stack of bills, placing them on the counter with a nervous glance. Mia blinked, her smile faltering. "You're serious?" she asked, her tone a mix of disbelief and curiosity. The money was tempting. $500 would cover Jack's school supplies and half the rent. But the request was absurd. "Why me? You don't even know my name." "Mia," Daniel said, reading her name tag. "I know this is crazy, but you seem genuine. I've been around enough people who pretend to be something they're not. I need someone who can pull this off without making it feel like a performance." His eyes met hers, and for a moment there was a flicker of vulnerability, as if he was asking for more than just a favor. Mia bit her lip, thinking of Jack, who was at a friend's house tonight, and the eviction notice tucked in her drawer. "I'm not an actress," she said, "and I don't have anything to wear to some fancy dinner. Plus, my brother needs me. I can't just disappear." "I'll cover a dress," Daniel said quickly, "and anything else you need. My driver can take you to a store, and I'll make sure you're back early. Please, Mia, I'm desperate." Mia studied him, sensing the weight behind his polished exterior. "Okay," she said finally, "but only for tonight, and I'm keeping my phone on for Jack." Daniel's shoulders relaxed, a grateful smile breaking through. "Thank you. You're saving me." 2 hours later, Mia stood in her tiny apartment, staring at herself in a cracked mirror. The boutique had sent a simple navy dress that flattered her without being ostentatious, her hair swept into loose waves. She felt like she was playing a role in someone else's life. But when Daniel's car pulled up, she stepped outside, clutching her phone. He emerged in a tailored suit, his eyes widening as he saw her. "You look perfect," he said, opening the car door. Mia blushed, murmuring a thank you, her nerves buzzing. The dinner was at a sprawling estate, all marble floors and chandeliers, where Daniel's parents and their high society friends waited. Mia felt like an imposter, but Daniel stayed close, his hand brushing hers for reassurance. "Just be yourself," he whispered before they entered. To her surprise, Mia found herself navigating the evening with ease, answering questions about their engagement with vague but charming stories. When Daniel's mother asked about her work, Mia didn't flinch. "I'm a cashier at a cafe, and I'm studying to be a social worker. It's not much, but it's honest." Daniel watched her, his admiration growing. She wasn't intimidated by the wealth around her, and her warmth softened even his mother's stern demeanor. During a quiet moment, as they stepped onto a balcony for air, Daniel turned to her. "You're incredible at this," he said. "I thought I'd have to coach you, but you're you. How do you do that?" Mia laughed softly, leaning against the railing. "I've spent years hiding my past. Foster care, losing my parents, raising Jack. Being honest is easier than pretending to be someone I'm not." Her openness disarmed him, and for the first time, Daniel felt seen, not as a CEO, but as a man. "Why do you need a fake fiancé?" Mia asked, her gaze steady. "You could have anyone." Daniel sighed, looking out at the manicured gardens. "My parents think I'm failing at life because I'm not married. My last relationship ended because she wanted my status, not me. I'm tired of people who see dollar signs when they look at me." He paused, meeting her eyes. "You don't. You're the first person in years who doesn't." Mia nodded, understanding the loneliness beneath his words. "I get it. I don't trust easily either. After our parents died, I promised Jack I'd never let him feel alone. It's why I work so hard, but it's exhausting, always being the strong one." They stood in silence, the rain pattering softly outside, their connection deepening in the quiet. When the dinner ended, Daniel drove Mia home, the car filled with easy conversation. At her apartment, a modest building with flickering hallway lights, Mia hesitated. "Thank you for tonight," she said, handing back the dress bag. "And for the $500. It's going to change things for me and Jack." "Keep the dress," Daniel said, his voice soft. "And can I see you again? Not as a fake fiancé, but as Mia. Maybe coffee at your cafe? With Jack, if that's okay." Mia searched his face, her heart torn between caution and hope. "Jack's my priority," she said. "But, yeah, Saturday morning, at the cafe. He loves hot chocolate." "I'll be there," Daniel said, his smile genuine, a rare sight for someone who spent his days in boardrooms. That Saturday, Daniel arrived at the daily grind in jeans, a far cry from his usual suits. Jack, a lanky 12-year-old with Mia's hazel eyes, was skeptical at first, but warmed up when Daniel challenged him to a game of checkers on a cafe table. Mia watched, her heart swelling as Daniel listened to Jack's stories about school, with the same focus he gave multi-million-dollar deals. Over the next few months, Daniel became a regular in their lives, helping Jack with math homework, sharing takeout in their cramped apartment, trading corporate events for movie nights. Daniel didn't try to fix Mia's life with his wealth. Instead, he introduced her to a colleague who needed a part-time assistant, a job that fit her night classes and paid better than the cafe. Mia, in turn, showed Daniel a world of simple joys: Jack's laughter, late-night talks over coffee, the comfort of a home filled with love, not luxury. Jack started calling him Dan, and his presence became a steady warmth in their lives. A year later, Daniel proposed in the cafe, with Jack holding a chalkboard sign that read, "Will you be our family?" Mia said yes, tears streaming down her face as Jack cheered and knocked over a stack of cups. They married in a small ceremony, with Jack as the best man, proudly wearing a tie he'd picked out himself. Sometimes, a desperate deal can spark the greatest love. Daniel offered Mia $500 for one night, but she gave him something priceless: a family, a purpose, a reason to live beyond his empire. And Mia, who thought she'd never trust again, found a partner who saw her not as a cashier, but as the woman who brought light to his world. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of unexpected love, second chances, and the courage to see beyond the surface. Leave a comment about a time when a small act of trust led to something life-changing, or when someone saw you for who you truly are. Your story could inspire someone to open their heart